Hey guys, today we're gonna start making some broth. So in this big roaster pan here, I have all of my chicken bones and scraps and some celery ends, and that looks like maybe some carrot tops and stuff from the garden, and some carrot trimmings, basically all my vegetable scraps and all of my chicken bones. And here I have all of my beef bones and fats and a couple of vegetables in here also. So I'm gonna go ahead and do is fill these up with water, maybe throw a little bit of parsley in there and some non-iodized salt. And I'll get these going and they'll go for about 2 days, and I'll bring it back when we're ready to put these in the canner. All right, so I just pulled these out of the refrigerator and I skimmed the fat off the top of that. And I got this amount of the chicken fat, which I will just go ahead and give to my pigs tonight with their dinner. I have no interest in really cooking with that. And then I skimmed all of the beef fat. I'm not quite sure why it's a greenish color this time. I find that odd, maybe because of the celery and the green vegetables I put in with the broth. But the broth looks fine, but the fat is like a greenish tinge. That's odd. But I'll save this and cook with it, and then this will just go to the hogs. All right, you guys, so a while back I ordered some of these reusable lids. I wanted to give them a shot. I've been hearing some really good things about these Harvest Guard reusable canning lids. So I thought broth would be a good time to try it out. So if it ends up not sealing, I can just easily throw this in the freezer and use it later. So I'm going to do 1 narrow mouth and 2 wide mouths just to try out both. I got 50 of each, or maybe 25 of each, I think. Just like the starter kit, just to get started with it. All right, so I'm going to do my beef broth in this. So I have 2 wides and 2 narrow. And then this is what they look like out of the bag. So you rest the gaskets inside of this. So then we'll do our normal fill and head space and wipe down the rims. And then we'll put these on here like this and make sure they're nice and even and centered. And then you hold it down with 1 finger and then you just like barely tighten it, okay? So you don't like want to do it tight like you normally would your normal jar. So then once you are done processing, you take them out and then you have like your mittens on and then you tighten it down, and that will, that's how these are a little bit different. All right, so let's fill them up and see how they get going. I'm gonna do the rest in the chicken broth in there and see what I can get in my pot. That one's ready to go in the canner, and I'll do the other ones the exact same way and fill up my canner. And my mother-in-law got this new pressure canner, which is exactly like mine. Of course, I helped her pick it out. And so if I have any extras, we're gonna throw them in here and do a double batch so I don't have to wait for the other one to finish. All right, let's go. I have both canners. This one is full all the way with 7 quarts, and this one I have 6 quarts in. So I'm really thankful to have this second round, this other pot here. Hopefully it'll work just as well as this other one I've been using. And that way I can get all of this done at one time instead of having to take multiple hours doing extra batches. So I'll bring you back when I take them out and we'll see how those reusable lids did. All right, I'm just getting these out of the canner. We're gonna go ahead and tighten these lids like the directions said to. Obviously they're still really hot. So I'm wrapping a towel around, and with an oven mitt, hold this tight, and you want to turn it tight as you can. Okay? Let's get the next one. Now this will be a game changer if this works, because I have a code that will give me a certain amount off. These were already still pretty tight, so all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of them out. I have one more like this to tighten, and I'll bring you back in the morning, let you know if they sealed. Okay, so this is the next morning. I took all of the bands off and wiped everything down. I wanted to show you guys before all of my jars sealed over here too. But guess what, you guys? These all three sealed perfectly. You can pick them up by their lids, and they have a nice tight seal, just like the other ones. And then I can wash these and reuse them once I use my broths. So I would say this is a win, you guys, as long as you follow the directions and don't do it tight before you put them in your canner and then tighten them up when you bring them out. I say this is a success. I'm going to go ahead and order another round of these. It'll be great to have some reusable lids, because sometimes it's hard to find those ball lids. So let me know if you guys have tried these. I'd love to know. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe it. I appreciate it. Bye.